What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to listen some more to the legend himself, Conway Twitty. Conway Twitty has made the My Country playlist, and he made my nighttime playlist, if you know what I mean. This song is, this video is sponsored by Michael J. Michael says this shows a much different side of Conway, so it's probably going to go away from some of this sexy time stuff that I've really enjoyed. The short interview before and after he performs is a must, a song about keeping one's priorities in proper perspective. Well, Michael, thank you so much for the help, for the suggestion, and for the context. I'm all for that message also of keeping your priorities straight. I juggle a lot of things at the same time. And so a reminder to continue to have the right priorities is always great. So let's check it out. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. Hit like, subscribe. But honestly, you're supporting this channel just by hanging out with me. And I hope this is a good little escape for you.
Hey, big guy. Hey, thank you for being here. Boy, you're amazing.
I gotta turn it up.
I mean, as many hit records, and this is not meant to embarrass you in any way. I've got a whole house full of questions here from the audience that they want to know. But you and I have known each other a long time, and I want you to know that he had something else that he was doing tonight, and he canceled part of that in order to be here. So that's the kind of friend he is, and that's the kind of...
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Thank you, man. I thought that I would start by asking you a few questions. I mean, we've been friends a long time, but these are questions that you never really ask a friend, except when you have them on national television. Things like, well, Darlene Mills here has asked, what is your favorite song that you've ever recorded?
Interesting. So when people are talking, by the way, sometimes my microphone is picking it up because it thinks I'm talking. Let me switch over to my earbuds, which, gosh, I wish they would sponsor me because they're freaking awesome.
My favorite songs are like friends to me. And and if you got a handful of really good friends, it's hard to say which one's the best. You know, it's according to what's going on, and same way with a song, what kind of mood you're in. You know, sometimes I like a little blues. I love blues, you know. Sometimes I like gospel music. I love gospel music.
Well, when you were younger, you were going to be, you had aspirations of being a minister? Or?
That's right. Yeah, I was going to be a preacher when I was like 15, 16, 17 years old. I did a lot of that. And then Elvis came along and...
changed it for all of us.
Changed it for all of us, that's right. Exactly.
Now, this one I had nothing to do with Conway. I want you to know, I tell you that right up front. Said, is Conway's hair naturally curly?
It's naturally curly after I get through putting those rollers in it.
Nice.
But it's naturally hair. It's all hair, yeah.
That's it. Have you, like, rituals that you go through? I know that before I do a show, I have a good luck tie that I keep with me. And has been with me since, well, many, many years, since I've been in this business, 3 now. And do you have a good luck charm, or are you superstitious at all that way?
No, I don't have anything like that. I just shoot my best shot and hope it turns out okay. No, I really don't, Wayne. For years and years, I never talked on the stage. Well, I still don't. And I had a guy playing for me named Joe Lewis, Big Joe. He was with me for years, and he'd step up there and talk to the crowd and tell them what song we were going to do, and I'd step up there and sing it. And I did it that way for a lot of years. And but I still don't talk. I still just, I don't know if people, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't like the way I tell a joke. And I'm not sure if they like my philosophies, and I don't know if they'd like what I think about what my political views. But I do know they like my music.
Yes.
And so that's what I do. I do what I know they like.
Let's go, dude. Gosh, I love this guy even more already. Just focus on the thing that you're doing that's uniting more people than anything, right?
Well, I like your jokes and your political views. I want to tell you that. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot to say, except one of the best in the world, and we're proud to have him with us. Here he is, my friend Conway Twitty, with a song from his brand new MCA album called Even Now. Ladies and gentlemen, here again, Conway Twitty. And who did he think it was?
A child was born in Tupelo in 1935.
Here we go. Storytelling.
Grateful for his music, it forever changed my life. Oh, and I loved Love Me Tender, and how that boy could sing. But when he died, I wondered why millions called him king. Tell me, who did they think? Who did they think he was? Who did they think? Who did they think he was?
Ah, that harmony's beautiful.
The whole world bowed and prayed, but it only made me say, who did they think? Who did they think he was?
Okay. Okay, so he's talking about this this kid born in 1935 that they called him king. So they're talking about Elvis, right? The king. The whole world bowed and prayed, but it only made me say, who did they think he was? So just remembering these people who made an impact on us.
He was born in Massachusetts in 1917.
Okay, who's he talking about now?
Second son of an Irishman. Oh, we all love Kennedy. He was brave and strong and handsome, a hell of a president. But when he died, millions cried like he was heaven sent. Tell me, who did they think? Who did they think he was? Who did they think? Who did they think he was? The whole world bowed and prayed, but it only made me say, who did they think? Who did they think he was?
So just talking about all these highly memorable men who have lived.
There was a child of heaven.
So he was talking about Kennedy, the last one.
Born in Bethlehem, just a simple carpenter with warm and calloused hands. Oh, he healed the hearts of many, so they nailed him to a tree. With no one left to mourn his death but the women at his feet, crying, who did they think?
Wow, dude. Oh, that gives you the chills.
Who did they think? Who did they think he was? There was no one left to grieve but the women at his feet, crying,
wow.
who did they think? Who did they think he was?
Wow.
Who did they think? Who did they think he was?
Interesting. Wow. That was phenomenal. That was fantastic. One of the things that I love about his performance, his voice is like humble to me. And that's the only word I can think of. In the book of Isaiah, in the prophecy about Jesus, it talks about how he's not going to be anything particularly special to look at. But in the ordinary, this person was actually going to become and be extraordinary. His voice reminds me of that. It's not like this. It's not like I'm listening to Whitney Houston come in and just tear it up. You know what I mean? It's not Chris Stapleton. That first time that I heard Tennessee Whiskey, like, unbelievable. His voice is just soothing and calming. And I love how, he brought up all of these people that he admired, and one of them was Jesus. And so he keeps posing this question, who did they think he was? Like, we'd love to hear from your guys' thoughts. Why is that the question?
Oh, great song. Oh, incredible.
cool.
That's really beautiful. Well, now, Wayne, you mentioned a while ago about all the hit records and all that stuff and all the #1 records. You know, because I heard you say, or somebody said years ago, something about you. You said the best friend a song ever had, or something like that, right?
Yes.
So ever since I heard that, my show opens with that. One of the best friends a song has ever had. I like that so much. And I liked your show so much out in Vegas years ago that you know, Elvis got it help get it started for me. But watching you do your thing out there with all the class and everything that you put into your show has helped me a lot down through the years.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
That's cool, bro.
It really is something else.
Thank you.
But it's easy to have those hit songs, hit records when you got hit songs, great songs like that.
Well, it also takes a great singer, of course, which you are. And did you do a video with that particular song?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's an incredible video. I
Great
saw
song.
It. Yeah.
It's a song about priorities.
Yes.
It says it's okay to have heroes, and you got yours, and I got mine. But keep your priorities straight. Heroes can let you down.
Yeah.
From time to time, we all know that. They're human like everybody else.
I think that's the thing that a lot of
Yeah, I forgot to listen out for that. Wow, dude. There's these people that we make our heroes, our idols, people who are honestly worthy of imitation, but he's right. Like, dude, it doesn't matter who they are. In their darkest times, all of us do things that we wish no one knew. And that definitely includes our heroes. So that's interesting. Like, about priorities, what's the priority there? The one person that you should keep in the pedestal. And again, for those of us who are like Christian, right? The only person that we should have on there is Jesus, right? I shall have no other gods before me. But if you don't believe in that sort of thing, again, the thing that we all need to strive for and seek is our absolute best self. We shouldn't seek to imitate these people who have become our heroes, because they're also just like us. They're human. So it's all about us trying to ascend to our best point. Oh, that's profound. It's about priorities. Wow.
what people lose track of is that they really do cut, and they bleed when you cut them, and they cry when you hurt their feelings.
Right.
If you were to give a young artist, and I know that members of your immediate family have gone into the business, do you like that fact, or is it something that you kind of cringe about, or how do you feel about it?
I've always wanted them to do whatever they choose to do, my kids. However, I know how rough this business is, you know, and I know how much quicksand's out there, and you really gotta watch. And no matter how aware you are, and I know how aware you are because I've known you a long time, but I've also read your book, and it's out there, and you try to stay out of it, but sometimes there are things that happen beyond your control.
Yes.
And I really don't know how I feel about it. I would rather they do something else, but if they choose to do this business, then it's up to them.
Well, I think that probably they've got the greatest example in the world in their dad. And
Well, thank you.
so things are going to work out fine.
Dude, for some reason, the thing that has stood out with me the most as I've grown up is people who are amazing dads. I seek to emulate them.
As I mentioned earlier, Conway did leave something in order to be here, and I want you to know how thrilled I am that you did, and I owe you a big one, and I know he has to rush back to it. So, Conway, thank you very much. God bless you.
Wayne,
Cool, man. Cool.
Thank you.
Very cool, man. He's a good cat. That definitely showed a different side of him that I'm glad I saw. Yeah, it makes me much more excited to just keep checking him out, man. So, well, all right, guys, that's the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, thank you, Micheal, for guiding me through this, getting to know Conway Twitty journey. And to all of you who are joining me on it, I'm so glad you're here.